Okay, so in yesterday's session we have discussed about validations. So types of validations. So what type of validations we can put on request parameters in real time, and what type of validations or testing cases we can check on DB level. Okay, so now we will discuss about validations through NPM. Okay, so these are the validations, and some of the validations, not all the validations, available in NPM. That NPM name is this one, validator. Okay, so this is not there. It is not displaying anything. Okay, okay. I will share that NPM validator link in later. Okay, we will discuss these topics. So we will check one by one validations whether it will work properly or not. Okay, so first one, contains. So it will check if the string contains the seed. That means so go to this node API. For all these validations, I'm going to add one more parameter for our understanding purpose. Okay, so first of all, validator, we have to install that npm I validator, and go to that package.json. So validator npm takes place. Now import from validator validator sorry, power is gone. Contains body dot ename and body dot id. res dot send new API, not API response. I don't want data keyword, so take error response and 201 here. Name and ID are almost same. See here, ename is asset, ID is as. Okay, so this type of validator contains, so it will check whether this ID exists in ename or not. Okay, so here ename contains ID value, so as exists in both ename and ID. So this type of validation we can achieve by using contains. So contains means the definition, check if the string contains the seed. That means here it will check whether this ename has this ID value or not. Okay, so next, equals. So equals means simple, equal if both are equal or not. Okay, so in this ename and ID are same, whatever we have given, so that validation will work. Okay, suppose if you pass a set 1 success, this record will be inserted. Okay, so we are not checking whether it will insert or not. If you want, you can check it. Okay, now go to another validation, is date. So is date means check if the input is valid date. Is date. So body dot ID. In ID parameter, I am passing date. Oh, sorry, this one. So if this date is not valid, that means the symbol we have to use. Then ID is invalid date. So today's date is 22/08/05. So data already exists. That means, so this type of message we are getting. Okay, if I give 32, ID is invalid date. That means if the valid date is not present in this body.id, then it will throw this type of message. Next validation is decimal. Is decimal. So is decimal means check if the string represents a decimal number. So here I'm going to take body.id only. If this decimal ID equal to decimal, then so ID is decimal. So go to this. In this, if I pass some 1, 2, 3, then ID is decimal. Okay. If I pass some string, then it will go to this else block. Okay. If ID is not decimal, then you have to put this condition. This ID is not decimal. So why? Because I have used this symbol. Okay. Next, is divisible. If the string is a number, that's divisible by another number. Okay. So validator dot is divisible by comma 4. It is divisible, then ID is divisible by 4. So here I am passing some 300. See, that is divisible. So if I pass some 301, that is not divisible. So it will go to this else block. It will not go to this if block. Okay. See, this data already exists. So it will comes from this else block. Okay. Next is email. Is email. So here I am passing only one parameter body.id. If it is not email exist in body.id, then invalid email. This type of message I am giving. So for this we need to put this symbol. Okay. If you are not present valid email means at the rate dot like that, then it will throw this type of message. So generally this type of validation used for email validations. See this ram at the rate asset, just I am giving here like this. See this invalid email. Okay. If I pass .com, then it will go to else block. See, data already exists. Why? Because this employee number already exists in the database. Okay. Next, is empty. Is empty means check if the string has a length of 0. Okay. So is empty. If we pass empty string, then ID has empty. This type of message I am giving. ID has empty. Next validation is float. Copy this. If the string is float, so it will give the message. This ID has float. Next message is int. See, id has integer. Earlier we have given floating point. Okay, so that is not integer. So that's why it goes to else block. Next, is lower uppercase. Is lower and is uppercase. Here I'm giving a set. Check this. id has lowercase. Uppercase means just give this. I didn't give this message. Uppercase. Okay. So next one is mobile phone. Valid mobile number. Actually, this one, if we pass 5 digit, then it will go to else block. Okay. If we pass 6 digits, then only it will go to give valid mobile number. Okay. So less than 5 digits, if you give, it will not give the message like this, valid mobile number. After that only it will give. Next, is numeric. So ID is numeric. Is Mongo ID. So this is very useful for us. Why? Because in this Mongo, whenever we are trying to insert one document, one ID is automatically generated. Okay. So take this ID. And if you pass this ID, sometimes there is a requirement to pass this ID to the APIs. So at that time, this type of validation will be useful whether that ID is valid or not. Okay, so we will check. Mongo ID. Copy this and paste it here. Now see, ID is valid. Okay, if we remove one letter, then see what happens. It will go to else block. Okay, so each and every letter is mandatory. Okay, so this is, and apart from this, I want to tell one more validation that is very, very important. But that validation is not belongs to validator npm. Okay. dot id. See this. Here, observe this. Capital A to Z, small a to Z, and 0 to 9. That means in this body.id, some characters will be there, some numbers will be there. Okay. So that means ID may contain alphabets, capital letters A to Z, and small letters A to Z, and 0 to 9 numerics. But it should not contain special characters. Once it will contain the special characters, then it will go to else block. Okay. If does not contain any special characters, then it will go to this block. This, if I pass A, then ID is valid. Okay. So this will be very useful for you. So these are the validations. So if you use npm I validator. Okay. So this is the npm. Okay. I will share this link to you later.